And I think it's the host is Toastmaster Andy. Using Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. Good evening, Toastmaster Andy.
Hello.
Okay.
Good evening.
So you're ready to record this meeting?
Yes, already.
Okay, good evening, Toastmaster Fikri.
Morning, Toastmaster Anto. Morning, Toastmaster Nova. Morning, Toastmaster Haida. Toastmaster Kiki and Toastmaster Seviko. And also Toastmaster Andi. Hello, long time no see you.
Yes, in Indonesia we call semangat pagi.
How about Depok, Novalia? Is it good? How about
Sorry,
Depok? How about Depok?
Depok, it's raining also. I think it's from around 4 o'clock, yeah?
Yeah. No, in Bogor still 5 o'clock.
Oh.
Good.
And how about Margonda? Still in the traffic?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Always and always.
Always in rush hour.
It's been a rush hour.
Okay, so we actually already have all the roll takers, right?
Yes. Good evening, Toastmaster Kiki and Toastmaster Liza.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Papa Andy. Welcome.
Wow.
Hi you.
It's
Dadah.
Would you be graduate this year, Toastmaster Novalia?
Yes, I'm currently collecting data from for the final project for the thesis. Is it called Skripsi? So I'm just collecting data and analyzing it. So it's quite busy. Yeah.
Okay. While we are waiting the others, we should start this regular meeting, guys. Fellow Toastmaster and our guest. Maybe our guest Pico, can you turn on your camera?
Unfortunately, my camera is broken, sir, for my laptop, so cannot turn on the camera.
Okay,
I think I can try, but it's the quality. Maybe it's not gonna be good. I don't know.
You can use your handphone, maybe.
All right. I will use my handphone.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Wah, long time no see nih Toastmaster Kiki.
Sorry?
Yeah, long time no see.
Long time no see. I just be back from
Bali.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
She has been a holiday in Bali.
ready to be back. So how are you guys? Everything's good?
Yeah, we are all good. Without
okay.
any things from Bali, we're all good. Really good.
Yeah. Sometimes we need to like have a break for a moment and be back for stronger. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's already 7 to 5, yeah, maybe we can start while we are waiting other newcomers joining. Over to Toastmaster Anto.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. Okay, and I see that. Welcome, Toastmaster Radika. Okay, I will start the meeting. Okay. Hello, everyone, fellow Toastmaster and our dear guests. Thank you for joining us this evening for our regular meeting at Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. In Toastmaster, we can learn and grow together. We can learn public speaking, get new friends and do networking and learn our self-developments. But don't worry, we we have a friend here and we can do it as a community, not personally, as our visions learn and grow together. So I am Ranto Haposan as a club president of the Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. We'll start this regular meeting by knocking the gavel 3 times. Okay. All right, fellow Toastmaster and guests, we already start the meeting, and today we have a special Toastmaster of the meeting that will hold the meeting today. And please give a round of applause to our Toastmaster, Kiki.
Yay! Thank you for
Toastmaster Rita,
Yeah.
time is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anto, for welcoming me as a MC or AKA Toastmaster of the meeting. And I'm so glad to see you here tonight. And because even though that you are like quite busy in the middle of scriptsy, good luck ya Toastmaster Nova, and in the middle of working time, but you are able to come to our special meetings today. This evening topic was like I love the word of persevere, and it will relate to the technology, and the theme of the night is facing 4.0. What should we prepare? So I just thought that how technology can transform people into better persons, but not all people think about technology can help some other peoples, but technology can drag down the mental or any mental and the human habits. So I would like to see maybe one or two people give your opinion about, are you agree with facing 4.4 we need to prepare, and what kind of preparation that we need to facing a major change in the future. Maybe I would like to hear some opinion from Sevico. So what should I tell you?
Okay, thank you. Before I want to give my opinion, I should introduce myself first. My name is Cevico Nova Saudi Surya. I was invited by Mr. Ranto here as my
Great,
so
great.
so
Bravo, Toastmaster.
so about my opinion for the technology that will impact the people. Yeah, I completely agree that the technology can give a positive impact better than the negative impact. What do I mean about that? Because there are a lot of things technology can do to help people to do their life, to do the things in life, right? But of course, some people will disagree about this opinion. So sometimes they have a mentality that, oh, technology is bad for people. Technology will make people not smart, and like technology will make people lazy about it. It's about our own self. We decided how the technology work for us. Is it making us lazier, or we make us even better in our daily life? So for me, my opinion, the technology is good for us. It will help a lot of things in our life. So that's about my opinion.
Oh, wow, great. So meaning that you need to set your priority. So what is the kind of your priority that you can fill the gap, or what can technology help me, because you already set your priority? For example, that you want to like learn English faster and then you're joining Toastmaster like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's kind of it's important for us to set a priority, and technology is a part of our tools to get our
Yes.
priority. Okay, great. Okay, so I can conclude that facing 4.0 is something that we need to prepare, because the challenge will be totally different with the past. The technology is there, the challenge is there, the things that we need to be prepared more is about the how we can challenge ourselves to be a better person, and it will be suitable for the challenge in the future. Yeah, okay. So talking about challenge and 4.0 era, I would like to ask Toastmaster Redika, how I missed you, Toastmaster Redika. Do you see any challenge in the future
Yes.
facing 4.0 or related to yourself? Is there any story that you might tell us?
I think with the upcoming 4.0, we need to be more digitally prepared. I guess. I mean, we need to follow technological advancements, because I believe everything will be digitalized in the future. If we catch up with it, we will be left behind. Because we want it or not, we have to catch up, because it's a consequence that has, like, say, young generation. So it's not too late for us be to get ourselves informed on what is going on at the moment, especially in terms of digital investment. So we it add values to ourselves as well. So I think we need to be prepared personally.
Yeah, I totally agree, because 4.0 is something that we, like AI, machine learning is something that is a part of 4.0. So everyone, if you want like having a new shoes or new bag, I want a bag. You don't search anything, but your phone automatically knowing that you're knowing searching for bag or for the shoes. So I think if you know this, you need to be more careful. But I think the most important thing is prepare we can prepare the logical thinking about how the technology can work. So if you know the logical thinking, and then you can use it properly. Yeah, but the most important thing is be prepare of yourself, and also uh, understand what's the challenge in the future. Then you might what skills that may be suitable for you now, and you need to prepare by now. Okay, so what a great conversation related to facing 4.0, what should be prepared. And then related to the theme, basically we have a word of the day is persevere. So persevere is by the definition is continue in a course of action even in the face of difficulty or with little or no prospect of success. For example, his family persevered with his treatment, like that. So I think let's use this persevered word in this meeting, and in order to get our meeting so special, I would like to invite our rangers in this meeting. The first rangers is our GE, Toastmaster Novalia. Toastmaster Novalia, will you like to introduce your wonderful team? Over to you, Toastmaster Novalia.
Yes, thank you so much, our Tom, Toastmaster Ardita. So, hello everyone, good evening. My name is Navalia, and today I will be your general evaluator for today's meeting. And today, as a GE, I will try to evaluate how our meeting goes and try to find something to learn so we can improve in our next meeting. And today I'll have a couple role takers, or we said rangers, that will help me evaluate this meeting. The first one will be Toastmaster Ranto as belt counter. Maybe Toastmaster Ranto, you want to introduce your roles?
Okay, Toastmaster Noval, as ballot counter, I will give some voting for favorite prepared speech, favorite table topic speaker, and favorite evaluator. So I will share in our chat book, so you can vote this, and I will give the awards before our last of meeting. That's the forms ballot contest. Thank you, Toastmaster Noval.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ranto. And next one, we also have another role takers, which is Toastmaster Haider as the timer. Would you like to introduce your roles, please?
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Novalia. Good evening, everyone. I am Haider Al-Fadir as the timer for our regular meeting for tonight. And let me tell you something about the timer. First thing, I have 3 different color for my background. If I use this one, the green color, it means for the prepared speech, your time, it has been, it has 5 minutes left. And then if I change into the yellow one like this, it means you have just only 1 minute left. And for the last, if I change my virtual background into the red one like this, it means your time is over. And for the table topic speaker, the green one, it means that you have just only 1 minute left, and immediately into the red one, it means your time is over. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Novalia.
All right, thank you so much, our timer, Toastmaster Haider. Next one is our grammarian, which will be taken by Toastmaster Edika. So over to you, Toastmaster Edika.
Okay, thank you, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Novalia. So as a grammarian today, I will record any grammatical inaccuracy, any grammatical errors that the speakers make during the meeting. So I encourage everyone to have bravery to speak first and don't mind your grammar. So long as you have the courage to speak, it's already great. So let's learn together because we are still learning, right, at the end of the day. And I would also love to remind to all of you guys to mention word of the day today, persevere. The definition is for us to keep on doing the things even in difficult situations. So by persevering, we will eventually reach our intended destination. So don't forget to use word of the day today. Persevere. I will give the control back to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Natalia.
Right, thank you so much for a lovely introduction, Toastmaster Edika. And the last role takers is the ANWOD counter, which will be taken by Toastmaster Liza. But unfortunately, I think her connection is not really good, so she just left, but I think she's trying to reconnect again. So as the ANWOD counter, she will try to count how many like filler words and also double words that used during the meeting. And also times we say the word of the day, which is the persevere that have introduced by Toastmaster Erika. So don't forget to pay attention to all those filler words. Don't try to fill those spaces with that words. And don't forget to also use our double word of the day, persevere during your speeches. So that is all from the general evaluator. I will give the control back to Toastmaster Kiki as the Toastmaster of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Kiki.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nova, for the great introduction, and thank you also for our rangers, and good luck for your jobs in today in this meeting. And we will enter to the first session is a prepared speech. The prepared speech, we have also special prepared speaker that will be evaluated by special and wonderful or amazing evaluator. And our first speaker is Toastmaster or Coach Haider will be evaluated by Toastmaster Dini. So I will call upon to the stage Toastmaster Dini and to introduce the speakers and also introduce us what is the title and the project of Toastmaster Haider. And over to you, Toastmaster Dini.
Thank you so much, our Toastmasters of the meeting. And tonight, I got a privilege to evaluate Toastmaster Haider Al-Fadil. He is in Strategic Relationship Path in Level 1, Project 3. I think it is a new curriculum method in pathways, because I just knew that in level 1 you will have introduction to vocal variety and body language. So I guess tonight we will witness how Toastmasters Haider Al-Fadil perform or practice his vocal variety and body language. And then tonight's speech will be around 7 minutes. So don't forget to pin the screen, the timer screen. Since you are the timer, I hope that everyone else will help for that one. And then the title of this project is We and Our Social Media Life. I think it's gonna be interesting for all of us here to listen to Toastmasters Haider's speech. So without further ado, please help me welcome our shining star for tonight, Toastmasters Haider Al-Fadil. We and Our Social Media Life. We and Our Social Media Life. Toastmasters Haider Al-Fadil.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dini. But before I start, maybe Toastmaster Andy can help me to show the time. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our Toastmaster fellow, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, I would like to open my speech by asking you some questions. But actually, you aren't necessary to answer this question specifically. But I hope those questions will be the reflection of each of you. How many times you use and hold your smartphone in your life? Do you often use your smartphone? Seems like 30% of your life, and then you texting each other, you're spending a lot of time, just 30% of your life by using your smartphone. Or do you usually use your smartphone in your life? It seems like 50% of your life you use it for using the social media and the smartphone especially. It's kind of you go to somewhere and then you bring your smartphone beside you, and your smartphone used to uploading some story or feed, or maybe just telling the other about what do you do in the right station. And the last is, do you always use your smartphone? I mean, like you go to somewhere, wherever you go and whenever you go, you always bring your smartphone. It seems like the smartphone will be the last thing that you hold before you sleep, and the first thing also, you hold it after you wake up in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, my Toastmaster phone. I think every day we use the smartphone. Even we have just woke up in the morning, we check the smartphone immediately, arranging the meeting, texting each other, telling him or her, and you do so many things with your smartphone when you woke up in the morning. seems like smartphone has been our proper and main thing in our life. But the question is, how we cannot use our smartphone when everything we need is already inside? We're connecting with other people by using the smartphone. We're sending the picture when it used to send it by Bluetooth or voice share, or we're sending the file to others. Well, while it used to send it by email or telegram long time ago. And then even we use the smartphone for connecting each other virtually like this, or like what we do right now. So it means like, how can we not use our smartphone when everything we need is already inside? Ladies and gentlemen, my Toastmaster fellow, all things that we do in our social media life is absolutely help us in our social real life. I repeat it for the second time. Actually, all things that we do in a social media life absolutely support us in our social real life. But if you realize the wrong thing happened before, the wrong thing happened in the last of 2, 3, or even 5 years ago, it has been the opposite. We do struggle and we're spending more effort than usual just for support our life in a social media life. Uploading the story, uploading the feed, reels, editing the video, or maybe doing some vlog in our journey to go somewhere and joining the trips. And then we also joining the trends like dancing or making some videos that have been the trend in the social media, in the Instagram or in TikTok and wherever. Until we go to somewhere just because we want to update our story or uploading some feeds. And the worst thing, we buy something just because we want to be the part of a netizen who bought it also. We used to think deeper and spending a lot of time just to build our reputation in social media life. My Toastmaster fellow, ladies and gentlemen, that is how can I explain of how big is the impact of the social media to our life. The thing that I want to share, basically still connecting and relating with the topics before, but in another side of the issue. Ladies and gentlemen, my Toastmaster fellow, we all agree that manners make it man. How we act in front of the people is how the other people will see us. That's how reputation built. You must be annoyed by the person who arrogant, who act with the less of the manners. So my Toastmaster fellow, as we know that the usage of social media is in a high intensive level. So we have to take more attention in that big thing. If we understand the etiquette or the manners that we should do in our social real life, we should have an attitude and manner that we should do in our social media life. Like greeting other people politely, speak firmly, giving affirmation, and do not disturbing in a prohibited time. Guys, my Toastmaster fellow. However, manners make it man. It's true. Because manner and attitude is above the knowledge. Manners and attitude is above the skill. Manners and attitude also above everything. That's all from me. We and our social media life. Back to you, Toastmaster Dini.
Let me give the control to our Toastmasters of the meeting, right?
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Haider, for the great speech. So, guys, I'm encouraging you all to give 1 minute of silence and appreciate Toastmaster Haider because I think Toastmaster Haider already prepared his speech like 1 week prior our meetings today. So please, 1 minute of silence and let's appreciate Toastmaster Haider. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Redika mentioned that insightful and enlightening speech should be wise when using social media, and we do agree. Basically, social media is something that for me is pro and cons, because there will be needs for us to understand what's the great news today, but something when we are using over, maybe it will drain our energy as well at the same time. So be wise on your time and on your energy putting in social media. Great, totally agree. And thank you to Mr. Haidar. And we move to our table topic sessions. I do believe this session is Toastmaster Andy favorite session. I can say it because Toastmaster Andy already prepared the question and would like to see what's the question behind Toastmaster Andy. So over to you, Toastmaster Andy.
Yes, I will not give you any questions, but I will give you pictures, some pictures. So in this table topic session, yeah, it's a very fun session. So I will give you some pictures, and then you will speak based on that picture. So it will be impromptu speech. So what is impromptu speech? So basically we will speak without any preparations and must think ourselves, yeah, and maybe in 10 or 30 seconds. Okay, so we start the table topic session. Okay, so our theme is facing what should be facing 4.0, what should be prepared. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, it's visible. It's visible, guys.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, wait a
Still
minute.
low.
Yeah, sometimes when we use share screen, yeah, sometimes it press. Wait a minute. Okay, it's visible. No. Okay. Hello.
No, not yet. In
Not yet.
me,
It's still black.
it's blank.
Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Okay, yeah. So hello. Wait.
I thought there are a lot of picture than the PowerPoint is quite
Yeah.
high, so um, maybe you can make it PDF.
Okay, that's right. I will
Yeah,
make it video.
and it will be lowering, or you just save as in the lower mode.
I will
But
try.
PDF one is much easier, I think.
Okay, wait a minute ya. Wait a minute ya guys ya. All right, thank you for your for your advice, Toastmaster Kiki. So let me share the PDF. Okay, is it visible now or not?
It's still loading, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can see
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, okay. So facing 4.0, what should be prepared? Yeah, I think something wrong with my Zoom. I need to reinstall it, maybe. Yeah. Okay, is it visible?
Or maybe you can send over your file into group,
Okay.
and then I can maybe help you to show.
All
Yeah,
right.
better send the file to group.
Sorry
Then
about.
other people will open it.
Okay. Help me, Toastmaster Aider, maybe.
Okay. So you handle the timer like that. Wait a minute. When do you send it? I mean, where? In what group?
Still
In
on
what
process.
group?
Still on
Okay.
process.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Before while waiting our type our topic, yeah. So who wants to hear some bapak-bapak jokes again?
Of course, we want to
Of course,
hear.
yeah. I have a questions for you while waiting for Toastmaster Haider to share the file. Okay. So I will ask you in bahasa Indonesia. Ya. Hewan apa yang sering berdiam diri? Who wants to answer the question? Hewan apa yang sering berdiam diri?
Lion.
No, not lion.
Let me guess. Elephant. An
Not
elephant.
elephant. Not elephant.
All right.
Not elephant.
What animal do you like, Chefiko? Okay, let's guess.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
No, not kangaroo. Not kangaroo.
Kangaroo. No.
No.
Crocodile. Yes, it must be crocodile
No,
because
no.
the crocodile. He just smile and then texting some message without any.
Whoa.
Is it true, Toastmaster
Okay.
Novalia?
Yeah, the answer is not crocodile, not lion, but it's animal that we always see. It's not animal. It's animal. It's insect. Yeah, it's semut. Semut. Yeah, so jadi dia selalu diam. Semut.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay,
Very nice.
so it's very
Very
crispy, right? Okay, because it's
Very
bapak-bapak jokes.
All
Okay.
right. So,
So,
how
help
about
me.
we change? Then you be the timer, and then I will handle the.
Of course, I will be the timer. Yeah, I'll be the timer.
Okay. So here we go. Is it no problem, Toastmaster Novalia? I think you will be evaluate me after this. Okay. Is it no problem?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all right.
Thank you so much. So welcome to me and Papa Andy double topic session. So how do we face the 4.0 and what should be prepared? I would like to let one of you to be the first speaker in our double topic session. Who want to be the first speaker? Please raise your hand or give me a sign like this. All right. Let me see. Who? Anybody? Wait. Anyone? Okay, if you don't want to, if there isn't one person who want to be the first speaker, I have a priority to take one of the first speaker. So let me choose. Okay, I'll count till 5. Who want to be the first speaker? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I will give to the president of our club, Toastmaster Ranto, will be the first speaker. Toastmaster Ranto, are you ready? Of course,
thank you, Toastmaster Radar.
you must be ready, Toastmaster Ranto.
Number 5.
Okay, number 5. So let's open number 5. Here we go. Toastmaster Ranto, the topic is about what we should do to face the 4.0 era. This is your picture, and do you know the time to prepare your speech?
Okay, 1 minute.
2 minutes?
1 minute, okay.
Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Of course, 1 minute. All right, 1 minute is over. Toastmaster Ranto, are you ready?
Sure.
Sure. So, Toastmaster Ranto, face the 4.0 era. What should you prepare? The time is yours.
Okay, thank you, fellow Toastmaster. Facing 4.0 industrial revolutions, what should we do? And I will give the context, especially to our mental preparations. I mean, we already have some competence, we already some technology, and we already adopt all of the knowledge. But how do we prepare our mental? How do we prepare our psychology? Can you imagine it that some machines, when you come into the operation room in hospital, and you will be there alone, without doctor and without nurse at all, only machine, and only the lights hang up in the ceiling, and just the machine just said beep beep beep, and for after 40 minutes the machines get information to you: it's already done, please go out from your rooms. Can you imagine that? I am, as a patient, I cannot imagine that. I'm not I cannot prepare myself to be patient in that so high technology and sophisticated situations such as that, because for me, we still has a human being. We need some touch from human being, from the others. This is the touch. This is the personal touch that we need. Also, we already right now in the new technology era. I think that's the point. We should consider the technology, but we have to remind us as a human being. Thank you, Toastmaster Raden.
All right, give applause to Toastmaster Ranto. Please give applause. Great. All right. As you have been seen in the chat box, I have put the names for the next speakers. Toastmaster Randy, what?
No, I'm RSNN, so everybody can see the timer.
All right, good. So for the next speaker, Toastmaster Nova, are you ready?
Right.
All right, you must be ready there, Toastmaster Nova. I'm so sorry I forced you to speak for the second speaker, because I really sure that you are ready to face the table topic session. All right, Toastmaster Nova.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Good. So which number do you choose?
I'll choose number 2.
Number 2? Are you sure?
Yes, just try it.
All right, number 2. Here we go. Toastmaster Nova. Do you know the time to prepare? No? All right, thank you so much. Are you ready?
I think so.
I think so. Great speak. Toastmaster Nova, face the 4.0. What should we prepare? Toastmaster Nova, face the 4.0. What should be prepared? Time is yours.
Okay. What should we prepare in the 4.0 industry area? We definitely will face a lot of changes, in technology, in education, in maybe politics, business, economics, a lot of stuff. And that includes what we saw in the picture in the screen right now. Technologies definitely changes during the first first, what do you call it, like industrial area, and the second one, and then the third one, and now we're going to the fourth one. Definitely we've come a long way until right now in here. Maybe I mean, a lot of you are older generation than me, a little bit older, and maybe you facing the era where computer is not as light and as easy as right now. You're still facing the world where there isn't any cell phone, and then you have that Motorola phone, and then Nokia, and then BlackBerry, and then right now a lot of people have Samsung or maybe iPhone, and all of the screens are the whole, like you can see the screen from one edge to the other edge, and that what technology bring us in this 4.0 area. And what should we prepare for this? I think what we can prepare in this 4.0 is that we need to be open to a lot of changes and try to adapt and learn how to improve ourselves and adapt to the whole change that happening. Okay, and from here we can learn that a lot of industry are learning to how to persevere in this hard time and try to keep up to date with the what we have right now. For example, like I think the first technology created was iMac, a Mac, but it was like still computer, like really heavy one, and then it changes and it adapt, and it tried to persevere in the hard situation and try to make the best out of it. And then what we have right now in front of our face, we talk to each other by laptops, be Mac or other brand, but that's how far we've came through these technology changes. I think, yeah, maybe that's all that I can put out there. Back to you, Toastmaster Haidar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nova. Give applause to Toastmaster Nova. Thank you. Great. And by this speech, we can understand that Toastmaster Nova definitely know well about the development of technology and the changes of technology and gadget. BlackBerry, Blueberry, Nokia, Anak Soleh, and whatever is that. All right, thank you so much. But I disagree that you are the youngest one, because I think I'm the youngest one here. So let's continue. After Toastmaster Nova, we will jump into our guest, our special guest, Toastmaster Shefiko. Are you ready, Toastmaster Shefiko?
I hope so.
Okay, so which number do you choose?
Okay, lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Here we go. This is it. Papa and this photo. So this is your picture. You have a chance to have 1 minute for preparing your speech. Do you need it, or you want to speak directly?
I think I can speak directly.
Oh, good. This is the best guest ever. So 2 minutes for you, okay? 2 minutes for you.
Okay.
And don't forget to see the screen of Toastmaster Andy. There's a timer from Toastmaster Andy in his screen. And our word of the day is persevere, like what Toastmaster Novalia mentioned it before. So 2 minutes for you, Toastmaster Shefiko. Face the 4.0 era. What should you prepare? 2 minutes. Time is yours.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to tell you about the algorithm of YouTube nowadays. So people usually think, how do they choose for us? How do they know what is best for us? So this is the things that technology nowadays is beginning to be have their own intellectual artificial intelligence, I mean. So today we need to acknowledge that we have to compete not just with other human, but of course with artificial intelligence. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be the one who is in control, not the one to be controlled by the uh, by the by the technology. We are the controller, not being controlled. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we have to have the mindset that we have the control. We need to be have the strong mentality to achieve more and more and to be able to compete with the artificial intelligence. So we have to be perseverance in our finding our journey to be able to be better than the artificial intelligence. So just imagine if we don't have the perseverance to find or to start the journey to be better than the AI. We can imagine Terminator can be happen in the future if we just we don't acknowledge the uh, the modernization of the technology itself. So my point is we have to be prepared and acknowledge that we are competing not only with human but also an AI. Of, so that's about my speech. Thank you very much.
Let's give applause to our guest right now, Toastmaster Shefiko.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shefiko.
Thank you.
Great to know you. And then let's jump into the next speaker, which is Toastmaster Kiki. Are you there? Isn't it Toastmaster Kiki
Me
in the list?
here.
You are
Yeah,
in the list,
sorry.
right? All right.
Yeah, sorry, sure.
Sure. So, which number do you choose?
I love number 3, so I just 3.
3?
Yep.
All right. Toastmaster Kiki, take a deep breath, and this is your picture. Here we go. Long Island University, Brooklyn, and then Margonda, and then UN Tanjung Balai over there. So, are you ready, Toastmaster Kiki?
So everything, yeah, I can mention everything, right?
Yeah, you can mention everything. Anything that you want to mention, maybe the maps or your home,
Oh, okay.
wherever. Are you ready?
Maybe I need to like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
How great you are. Prepare your speech just for asking. Yeah. Okay.
No, I just
Okay, Toastmaster Kiki, 2 minutes for you. Phase 4.0 era. What should be prepared? Toastmaster Kiki, the screen is yours.
have you ever thought when you were not in Indonesia, like you were in America or in Netherlands, and you are just alone there and without this Google Map? Can you imagine? So I cannot imagine about if I can live without the Google Maps. Why? Because this Google Map will basically helped me to determine what the next destiny that I want to visit. So I just remember, I just back then in 2017, I think I've just visited Japan in the very first time, and I don't know how I can reach my local number there, and then I cannot speak Japanese because I were learning it, but I forgot and I don't know where to go, and I just go straight without turning into right or left, and I don't know where I am without the internet. So I think this technology really helped me on determining what's the destiny that I would like to visit, and this basically Google Map is the best app ever for me as a strangers in the uh, country that we are not familiar with. So the way we appreciate this Google Maps is not only determining what is our destiny. You know that if I know your address, I can know exactly what is your color of your home, what is your color of your road. So I think it's a one of great apps, and I'm really helped by this app. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kiki. Give applause to Toastmaster Kiki. But basically, I can imagine how can I live without Gmaps, but I cannot imagine how can I live without you, all Toastmasters members and Toastmaster fellow. So let's jump into the next. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's jump into the next speaker, which is it will be Toastmaster Fikui, isn't it?
Aye, Captain.
Yeah. So here we go. Toastmaster Fikui, which number do you choose?
Since I'm wearing the red clothes, maybe I want to choose the last number is number 9.
Number 9. But actually, SpongeBob like 6.
I don't want to be SpongeBob.
Okay, so 9. Here we go. 9. Yeah, this is it.
You look SpongeBob in here, the press, because I didn't choose that number.
Okay, so he want to choose 6 after this. All right, this is your picture. Toastmaster Fikui. Are you ready? So actually, this is not necessary question. I think I have to ask you, but are you ready?
This is technology, is it?
I think this is Batman.
That's
This is 3D printing.
3D printer, right?
Yeah. 3D
Oh
printer.
yeah,
Hmm.
I don't
3D
really
printer.
know. Are you ready, Toastmaster Fikui?
Sure.
Sure. 2 minutes. Phase 4.0 era. What should we prepare? Toastmaster Fikui, 2 minutes. Times is yours.
Have you imagined that we can create anything? That people, that person, we have a human have the capability to create something. The God have given us a talent to think more about it. We can create everything. To be realistic, that has what we really have right now. We can create, like everything. From the 3D printer, we can be, this is the starting point of we can create anything from the 3D printer. Since, you're just molding some plastic and you can make some shape using that. And it can be really helpful a lot of people in the health sector, in the technology sector. That will help. Imagine that what kind of device or what kind of shape that you can create only having those plastic that can melt it and drawing using those 3D printers. This is the really helpful things that we know that we always persevere to be better in the future. We always have a curiosity to always tackle another step in the future. We want to have improvement. We want to create something that maybe we can't create in the past, like maybe someone in the age area only using some stone and make some tools using that, but now we definitely can create those things using a 3D printer. So from this phenomena, the technology that we have already have right now is, we know that we actually, a person, a human, have ability to want to become a better, always a better, rather than default. We always want to be better. So everyone in here, I believe, also want to be a better by joining a Toastmaster. Of course, want to be better, always better, improving ourselves. So everyone, I just want to say that, yeah, as a human, let's take our back to nature, as our nature to always learning by become better and better in the future. Back to you, Toastmaster Haida.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fikui. Let's give applause to Toastmaster Fikui. Yay, thank you. So next, for the next speaker in our table topic session, which is Toastmaster Redika. Are you ready, Toastmaster Redika?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. So which number do you choose?
I'm in a meeting, recording the grammatical. Okay, so what numbers are
It has been chosen, the 1, 4, 6, and 8.
so I will choose 4, I think. 4.
4? All right. Here we go. Toastmaster Redika. This is your picture right now for table topic session. Do you need a time or just directly want to start and begin your speech?
I need to interpret the picture.
Okay.
Basically, I need to interpret the picture.
All right.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready, so I can start now.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Phase 4.0 era. What should we prepare? Toastmaster Redika. 2 minutes. The time is yours.
Okay. For the opportunity, and given the picture, as we see that we have many options here to pay something without giving physical money. So with it, technological advancement helps us upgrade in making ourselves cashless. With it, we don't need to bring cash like everywhere. It will be more secure for us as well. So I think this is one of the things that I agree with the rapidly advancing technology. And if we keep on persevere in developing in upgrading, in improving, and keep on keep on producing new inventions, I believe we will come up with better solutions, with a better way of making things easier for all of us of links in planet Earth. So this is just one of the example that we have. But in the future, I believe we will have a lot more things and application development. Say it will be, I don't know, maybe we can, it's not just an application, maybe we can have like something kind of like we don't I don't know, it's just too sophisticated to imagine. But something I believe in the future we'll have something like far more sophisticated than this, than what we already have, and I'm pretty optimistic about it. I think that's it. So just keep persevere on improving and producing new inventions to make human beings' life better in the future. So thank you for the opportunity. Back to Master.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Redika. Yay, give applause. Thank you. So which application do you use, Toastmaster Redika, for paying cashless?
Shopee Pay and OVO.
Shopee Pay and OVO.
Yeah, I think
Do you use also GoPay, guys? Do you which one of you use GoPay very much? Who use GoPay very much? And what is your status in GoPay?
Anak
Boss.
Sultan.
Anak Sultan, please raise your hand, Anak Sultan. Here we go, Anak Sultan, man.
Yo.
So you are with me. Thank you so much. All right. Wow, such a great material from Toastmaster Redika and cashless payment. Thank you so much. And for my experience, I have been go to cafe, and then I found the parking, what the parking man use also the barcode for paying. And if you know the market, what is it? How do we say Pasar Ampung in Kalimantan? They also, the trader there also use the barcode for payment. All right. That is the effect and the impact for the 4.0 industry technology. So let's jump into Toastmaster Andy. Are you ready, Toastmaster Andy?
Okay.
Okay, so you will play with your own game.
All right. Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
let me choose for you. Let me choose for you
Okay.
because you know the
Yeah.
picture. Let me choose for you.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You will
better.
have the 8. Here we go. This is yours.
Okay.
Okay. I think you have been prepared your speech in every single of picture that you arrange in the PowerPoint. So I think you're ready
No.
right now.
Actually, no.
Oh.
But it's okay because it's impromptu speech, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's a sudden speech.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Toastmaster Andy, face 4.0 era. What should you prepare? 2 minutes for you. Don't forget to use the word of day and do not break up the time. So 2 minutes for you, Toastmaster Andy. Time is yours.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. So about these pictures, it's like I remember one quote from Charles Darwin. It's like it's not the strongest of the species who will survive, but not the most intelligent, but the one who can adapt to new things like that. Yeah, it's from Charles Darwin saying this thing. Then from that quote, it's like when we are facing 4.0, it's like we are facing new age. So it's like we are like dinosaurs that wow, if the matter will come, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe next year. We don't know because like this picture, there are a robot that help bank to service their customer. So it's from SoftBank. Yeah, it's named Pepper. Yeah, I don't remember the name, but it's a robot that changed the customer service at the bank. So how we can face the 4.0 is one is we have to adapt. So so we can adapt to new things. We have to be persevere with everything that come to us. So first is change our mindset, change our view. So when we have when we face everything that's new. So yeah, it is our chance to evolve to evolve. So it's like dinosaurs. It's being it's not there are no more dinosaurs because the dinosaurs have no brain, so they cannot adapt to new things. But we are human, we have brains, so I think we use our brains to adapt to new things, have the right mindset to make our change is smooth. So that's for me. Thank you. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Andy, for your speech. And actually, we still have one speaker in our table topic session. Toastmaster Dini, are you there? Toastmaster Dini, hello, are you there? Because I have been Toastmaster Dini.
Yes.
Okay, so are you ready to be the speaker? Actually, the last speaker. So it will be the best, I think.
Okay, so what should I do here?
All right. So the things that you should do is just choosing the number and it will be open the picture as we usually do.
Number 6.
Number 6. Ready? Are you sure?
Yeah, ready or not?
Okay. Here we go. Number 6 for you. Toastmaster Dini. There's the picture. The title is about Face the 4.0. What should we prepare? Yeah, 1 minute for crying. No? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it means ready, isn't it?
Yes. Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes, of
You.
course. Audible. Good. Very good. So, are you ready, Toastmaster Dini?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. Let's begin. Our last table topic speaker, Toastmaster Dini. Phase 4.0. What should we prepare? 2 minutes. The time is yours.
If you talk about a globalization in this era, we all know that everything has gone digital, right? And then it makes me wonder, how should our future generation face this world, right? Since we all know that computers or digital thing were not really familiar to some of us in the past, right? Because even our parents didn't really know how to operate computers. But now, after looking at the market and then looking at the social media, just like what Mrs. Haidar addressed in his speech before, I noticed that how fast our digital world, especially in Indonesia. So here, probably some thoughts that I have been thinking about on how to prepare for the 4.0 world. First one is to make us to prepare ourselves, be ready for any unprecedented event, like how that technology advanced, and learn we should learn more about digitalization, like computers, and then how the technology change. Because if we don't, how should we teach our future generations to face the digital world in the future? And then the second one is to keep ourselves in trend. It doesn't mean that we have to fear out missing out, like FOMO. We don't have to be FOMO, but I think it is nice to keep ourselves updated with the current trends so that we can, keep ourselves in touch with the outer world. Because as an introvert, actually, I don't really want to get out of myself from my room to adjust with the social life. But yeah, I should, because I should survive by myself for now, and then to teach my future generation to survive as well. Back to you.
Wow, what a great speech, Toastmaster Dini. Thank you so much. Okay. I think all of the speaker of double topic session has take their part to our double topic session. Our double topic session. From this, I can conclude that, however, the change is normal. The change is, yeah, it a must in our life. We must be pass through every changes in our life, and if we realize it or not, we also live from our birth until now is also we have been passed through so many changes in our life, and we can survive until now. So change is normal. The thing that we have to prepare is just me, you, and yourself. Thank you so much. That all our table topic session. Give applause to all of us. Yay! And before that, I would like to take a picture. all of you. So please open your camera first, because this is the time that the best time to take a picture, I think, in the meeting before the closing. Good. All right. Let's take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Wait. I will change my background first. All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Good. Wait a minute. A minute. Wait. Second. Are you ready? 1, 2. Like what? Like this. Peace and love. And peace and love. Okay, good. And the last is the last, like this. Please do like this. Yeah, great. Like this. Terus Mas Ranto, please follow. Yeah, like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you so much. That's all from table topic session. Back to you, our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Kiki.
Thank you, Toastmaster Haidar. So, guys, maybe we need to have 1 minute of silence to vote who will be our best speaker in table topic session. So I will call upon Toastmaster Ranto to share the link, and then we can choose who will be the best speaker. Are you ready, Toastmaster Ranto? Okay. So
Okay,
guys, please
already
vote.
share Toastmaster Kiki.
Yeah, the best speaker, and then maybe we can have 1 minute to vote. Yeah, the 1 minute is starting right now. Okay, so while we are waiting, Toastmaster Ranto receiving the feedback, maybe we can continue to the next session of evaluation session. This evaluation session will be led by Toastmaster Novalia. And Novalia, over to you.
Okay, thank you, our Toastmaster of the meeting. So after we go through the whole meeting, we've gone to the first session, which is the prepared speech, and the second one, which is whole topics, and now we're into the last one, which is the evaluation session. Before we go to evaluate the whole meeting, we're gonna start from the individual evaluation. So I'm gonna give the control to Toastmaster Dini as the first evaluator for Toastmaster Haidar. Over to you.
So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Haidar, now you can stretch your body and get relaxed as your project was successfully executed tonight. So everyone, please, let's give a huge applause for Toastmaster Haidar. Wow, today you are doing a triple role, and I know that it is not easy. Now let's go back to the evaluation. At the moment, let me take some time to give my sincere appreciation to Toastmaster Haidar for successfully nailing 3 key points in his speech. The first one is vocal variety. I like how he demonstrated what a vibrant and dynamic voice was, and that he was so fluent and smooth in delivering his speech. We found no hesitation during his speech. And last one, I was in awe how varied and engaging his vocal was, that it gave a fruitful impact to the audience because he was able to give emphasis on certain parts of his speech. That was fantastic. And then the second one, body language wise, I noticed that you demonstrated how to perform purposeful and effective gestures were. It was not exaggerated, but it gives specific emphasis to certain important parts of your speech as well. And then the third one is the content. As we all know that his speech was a solid and then tasteful content. It was persuasive, clear, and on point. I love how you used a listing method like this to support your point. That was very great. And now let's move to the biggest room in this Zoom room, which is the room for improvement. The first one, aside from your fantastic body language demonstration, I noticed that your eyes were still wandering here and there. Your performance, I believe, would be much more completed and successful if you can put your focus on the camera like this, not to the screen, as eye contact is one of the keys to successful body language. And second one is, as I repeatedly mentioned before, that you showed us a great performance in terms of body language. It was so unfortunate that we couldn't really see your half upper part of your body, so that your gestures couldn't be vividly seen, personally speaking. So I would recommend you adjusting your position, your camera position, to be a little bit far from you like this, so your fantastic performance wouldn't go to waste. Yeah. And last but not least, I noticed the transition from opening to the body was not really clear, as the opening was too long without a specific keywords to move on to the next part of your speech. So I would suggest you just starting your speech directly with a question, and then you can follow with your findings on our social media live, and then you can proceed with a greetings like ladies and gentlemen, or dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, or a statement, what you will discuss in your speech. In a conclusion, I believe no a great man without perseverance. So I hope, based on what I gave to you tonight as the evaluation, you can persevere more as a great speaker. Back to you, Overgy.
Wow, thank you so much. What a really like complete evaluation from Toastmaster Dini, yeah, from body language to like eye contact, and everything that we saw in Toastmaster Haido are complemented by Toastmaster Dini, and we hope that we all can learn from her evaluation of Toastmaster Haider, and we all can improve in both our public speaking, both in real life and also during our online meetings. Okay, thank you so much. And now, after the individual evaluation, we will try to evaluate our whole session, our whole meeting today. I will start as so today Toastmaster Liza, I think, cannot rejoining again our this meeting, so I'll cover her during this meeting in NWODs. So I'll share my screen. Today our word of the day is persevere, and I heard a lot of people mention the word and try to include it in their short speech, yeah, in table topics. I heard Toastmaster Fico, our guest, try to use this word, and then Toastmaster Edika, me, and also Toastmaster Dini, I think. Yeah. And I'm sorry if there are a couple word of the day that I didn't notice. You can tell that in the chat box in in this meeting. And then I heard that a lot of people mention a lot of people using the filler word, usually like the word and that includes me too. I think I also noticed that during when I'm talking right now. I heard Toastmaster Kiki as the Tom, and also as the table topic speaker say the word us 2 times, 4 times, and then Toastmaster Haidar use the word 3 times, and 2 times, and I heard long pauses, I think in the speech, in the prepared speech. And then Toastmaster Andy, I heard the 1 times, and so 2 times. Toastmaster Ranto, I heard 2 times, and then Toastmaster Fico, I heard
8 and 3 and Toastmaster Vicky only 1, Toastmaster Rika only 1 and I heard from myself, I noticed that I said 5 and 1 and I didn't notice any filler words from Toastmaster Dini. So congratulations for you and for everyone. I think we can learn and improve ourselves in the next time, because as the code above, you can saw that you can improve what you can measure. So if you know where you're lacking, you know where to improve yourself and become better version of yourself, and definitely in the public speaking area. So I think that's the report from the NWOD. And now I'll give the control to the grammarian to tell the whole report from the whole meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Rika.
Can I share screen, because I will show my report in the forms of PowerPoint. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
So yeah, first and foremost, let me say congratulations to all of you guys, because I know there's not that much grammatical errors. Yeah, at least I would love to appreciate the bravery, the courage to speak first. And let's just not think too much about making mistakes, because, well, English is not our mother tongue. So it's pretty much human and normal to make mistakes. And we know we are so much better than the mistakes itself. So let's start with the first sessions, with the first aspect, grammar inaccuracy. First, it's not a big deal. Basically, just basic mistakes that I noticed and recorded. First is we still has. It should be we still have, because they, we, are, you. It should be followed with have as an auxiliary verb. So the next time around, we should remind this form, and I think it's easy to remember, right? Instead of we still has, we still have. And the next one, it is adapt. It should be it is adapted, because it's in the passive form. So the verbs will be in three in the formal verb. And the last one, we have to be perseverance. It's a noun, so it's the person chose the wrong diction, the wrong nature of the word. It should be persevere as a verb. So we have to persevere, or we have to be able to persevere, instead of we have to perseverance. I think that's all the mistakes that I needed to write or to record or to notice during the meeting, because I'm just too much involved in hearing and listening to all of you guys speaking. So that's all, and I hope you guys remember these basic mistakes, and it's not a big deal. And next, let's move to beautiful phrases. I recorded 5 beautiful phrases, though actually a lot of you guys uttered beautiful phrases, but I just want to pick my 5 favorite sentences. So first is, we should have an attitude and manner when using social media, by Toastmaster Haider. And second, we should consider technology, but we should consider our position as human being also, by Toastmaster Ranto. And third, learn and adapt how to improve ourselves, by Toastmaster Natalia. Fourth, human has the ability to be better, by Toastmaster Fikri. And the last one, it's nice to keep ourselves updated, but with the current trends, by Toastmaster Dini. That's all my report as a grammarian today, and back to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Natalia.
Oh, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rika. Yeah, that's like a basic, a usual fault, yeah, that we usually do, yeah.
I think it's because maybe you guys just too excellent tonight. Basically, it's very normal, because first and foremost, it's not our mother tongue, so it's just like minor mistakes, though, not a big deal.
Minor mistakes, yeah, that's right. But hopefully we can pay attention to those and learn to be better next time. And then after the NW, oh yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ridika, for the report. Okay, and then after the NWODs and also the grammarian, I think the next report will be from the timer. Yeah. So as the timer, is it Toastmaster Haida or Toastmaster Andi?
Toastmaster Randy. Toastmaster Randy.
Toastmaster Andi. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so the timer for our speakers today is, wait a minute. Yeah. It's 6 minutes for second for Toastmaster Rider, and then for table topic session, we have. I will share the time to set. So from Toastmaster Ranto to 2 minutes 14 seconds, and then Toastmaster Nova 3 minutes 18, and Toastmaster Vico 2 minutes 54. Toastmaster Kiki 2 minutes 8, and Toastmaster Kiki 2 minutes 27. Toastmaster Dika 1 minute 50. Toastmaster Dini 2 minutes 30. Yeah. So.
Okay. Okay. Is that all, Toastmaster Randy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So from the title topic, you can see that the limited actually only until 2:30. Yeah. So there's a couple that are not eligible to be voted, which is me myself, and then Toastmaster Vico, and yeah, Toastmaster Dini is like right on the on the borderline. Yeah. So you still counted as eligible to be voted. Okay, so you can go back to the link sent above by Toastmaster Ranto and vote for the best double topic speaker. And I think that's all from, oh yeah, that's all from the rangers that helped me through this meeting. And as the general evaluator, I try to evaluate this whole meeting, yeah. So from the beginning, I think we are a little bit late. I think start on 8:05, sorry, 7:05, like only 5 minutes late, but it's not a big deal since we don't have a lot of prepared speech and also guests that are participating in table topics, but maybe we can improve that again and pay attention to that because it will be better if we can start on time and finish on time also. And then as the meeting begins, the president, Toastmaster Ranto, already take and open the meeting and then give the control to Toastmaster of the meeting, which is Toastmaster Kiki. And the whole meeting went smoothly, I think. And then today's meeting, we actually have all the role takers on time, but unfortunately Toastmaster Liza have some technical problems as the NWOD counter and give so I take over as the general evaluator and try to count the NWODs that said during this meeting. The prepared speech was really enlightening and also a really fun one, yeah, to listen to. So congrats to Toastmaster Haida, and we can wait to hear some more from you in the next meetings. And as the table topics, today's topic, I think it's very, it's quite hard, yeah, because I'm not really familiar actually with the 4.0. Maybe just like try to guess what it was and what the picture was. So it was really fun, and I heard a lot of new perspective from all of the guests and all of the members that came today. And I think everything went smoothly, and we hope that we can keep what already good from today's meeting and improve it in the next one. I think that's it from me as the general evaluator, and I will give the control back to the tabletop at the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Kiki.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nova. Yay! Thank you for your evaluation. Hope everyone could get any positive points coming from Toastmaster Nova, and of course, it will be such a great trigger for us to keep learning on what thoughts that we have got today. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nova. And this is the waiting moments. So I will call upon to stage Toastmaster Aranto to announce who will be our best speaker, best evaluator, and best our table topic speaker. So without any further ado, please help me welcome Toastmaster Ranto to the stage. Toastmaster Ranto, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Kiki, and I will share my screens, and we will have our three favorite speaker in this evenings. And sorry. Okay. We'll start. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. We'll start from our favorite prepared speaker. Is one and only is Toastmaster Haidar. Please give applause to Toastmaster Haidar. And we will continue to our favorite evaluator for this regular meeting, and we give a round of applause to Toastmaster Ginny. And last is a favorite table topic speaker, since we have Toastmaster novel is not eligible because more than 3 minutes. So we have our favorite table topic speaker comes to Toastmaster Vicky. Please give applause to Toastmaster Vicky. Thank you and congratulations to 3 winners of our favorite speaker for this meeting. And I will give back to Toastmaster Kiki. Time is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ranto. So I was on mute, and hopefully that you're being what yeah you're being happy on our meetings today, because the session was super that led by super coach and prepared by super table topic master. This is Randy. Thank you so much, and I would like to extend my gratitude and also my thankful message coming from all the members for Toastmaster Novalia, Toastmaster Dini. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Haider, Toastmaster Seviko. Please come again in the next week, yeah. And then Toastmaster Andi and Toastmaster Redika. Even though someone was sleepy, but the time is we got successfully learning something new, yeah. Okay, so but I'm quite interested before I'm overing to this Mr. Ranto. So Mr. Ranto or some of these people mentioning Toastmaster by Toastmaster. No, it's just like I'm just curious on what's the standard, what is the ideal word. So maybe I would like to ask our Mbah Google, and Mbah Google mentioned that.
Toastmasters.
Oh, Toastmasters, meaning not master, but ma. Ma with the little e, so masters. Maybe it's a great new words and new pronouns, so everyone's not mentioning Toastmaster, but Toastmasters. Yeah, this last message for me is quite important, but hopefully it's useful. Over to you, Toastmaster Ranto.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Kiki. Thank you for your sharing sessions of how to pronounce Toastmasters. Okay, thank you so much. And thank you, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Thank you for this incredible evening, for joining us this evening in our regular meeting. First of all, I want to say thank you and welcome to our guests. And I want to say hello to our guests before we end the meeting, to Toastmaster Fico. Okay, and can you share with us your feedback, or what is your response to how do you feeling about joining our this regular meeting for 2 hours? Please, thank you. Please, Toastmaster
Okay.
Fico.
Maybe this is like it's bring back memories from my university era. So, because every time when I studied in university, we use English as our language. So this kind of bring back memories about how we usually speak back then. So yeah, I kind of miss it, but in this era where it's kind of hard to ask people to speak English or have conversation with us. So this Toastmaster, this meeting is somewhat like uh, yeah, like a jog of memory for myself. So it's kind of helpful for me. So thank you, Mr. Ranto, to for inviting me to this meeting.
Okay, thank you, Pico, for your information. Pico just graduated from the university and joined with me in the office. So I recognize him for Toastmaster and invite him for this first meeting. And because he told me that he likes English, because he used English in when he studied at the university, and he's afraid when he comes to the work office and he will not have some kind of sparring partner, so he can continue to speak English as well. Okay, thank you, Mr. Fico, and hopefully you can join us for our next meeting at Saturdays by next week. Okay, second things that I want to give a say thank you for the contributions to all role takers that already have and give energy and contribution this evening, especially from the other club meeting. Uh, First to Toastmaster Dini from TMC Malang as our evaluator right now, and for Toastmaster Radika from Jakarta Motivator Toastmaster Club as grammarian, and third for Toastmaster Lisa from Huntsman's Toastmaster Club. But unfortunately, he can continue to our regular meeting this evenings. So, but Toastmaster,
Yeah, already left.
Dini already left.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I
And
have a
also
dinner.
Toastmaster
I have a
Erika
dinner
already left.
schedule.
Okay. 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 And I will remind for us our agenda. Our agenda will be held by next week at Saturday from 10 until 12 p.m. And we have special themes. It's about National Day. And for special PIC, person in charge will be held by Toastmaster Andy. Okay. See you, Toastmaster Andy.
Yeah, see you.
Okay, thank you so much for Toastmaster Novel, Toastmaster Kiki, Toastmaster Haidal, Fico, Toastmaster, and Toastmaster Andy. Thank you so much. Thanks all. That's all for today, and I will adjourn this meeting by knocking the gravel 3 times. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Give applause for us today, and have a great day. And
Thank
see
you.
Thank you
next
so much,
week.
everyone. See you next
Thank you so
week.
much.
See you next week.